Okay. Can you hear me now? Wendell? Can anyone hear me? Oh, you can. Oh my gosh. Ah, I don't know what we could have. I don't know what we did. I honestly don't know what we did.
Got sound.
Okay. Thank you, Wendell.
It's working.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I hear it.
Oh.
You're fine.
That was a struggle. That was a lesson learned.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what we'll do differently.
I'll second the struggle.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Oh my gosh, guys. What a mix up. Facebook changed its format, number one. Two, Wendell and I struggle with technology. Three, yeah, the universe was just like challenging us. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. We're 30 minutes beyond where we should be. Talk about being late. But that's okay. So we either have a short window to talk about the crystal or we go over, whichever is, appropriate. So, okay. So I just need to take a minute because that was really stressful. That was really stressful. So knowing that y'all were waiting on me, I've never been late. I hate being late to anything. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Lisa. Johanna, thank you. And Kirsten, yeah, blessings, hon. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me through this. It's been a struggle. The thing about testing live, you can't test it unless you go live. So I guess what we need to do is before the scheduled go live, just go ahead and throw something out there just to make sure everything's in order. So I think I'll do that next time just to make sure that we're ready for the day and the minute. So next Tuesday, you might see just an impromptu live, just as a test, just so that we know that we're all or prepared and we've got everything set up. So anyhow, yeah, thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh. We go live all the time, twice a week on our phones. Not a problem, right? Not a problem. But here I am in front of you waiting to help, the situation get better. And we falter. So that is just life. So I'm going to learn from this, not just from a technological standpoint, but also from a an emotional and spiritual standpoint. So, and I think that actually I'm gonna bring up fluorite. So, fluorite is a crystal of the night, of the day, of the hour, and I'll have to. I'm going to go back to the beginning. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and with y'all's help, we can make it prosper and flourish. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Oh my gosh, Elise, it was just, and Wendell and I, we stayed calm, which is a miracle for one thing. We weren't nipping at each other's heels, which is a second good thing. And it worked. I don't know. So I mean, it all it all came about. So I wanted to just introduce the fluorite just for a second. But before that, I wanted to thank everyone for joining me because I know it's a Tuesday night here at 7:30 p.m. You probably got friends, family, little ones trying to feed, got trying to get your laundry done and all that, just life, right? So I really appreciate you taking time to hang out with everyone and just talk about crystals. And if y'all have not been with us before, this is our third time doing this, and I hope that it can continue. But I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to collaborate and share your experiences with crystals. And it's really not. It's not a Tina hour. I'm not the expert. I want to make sure you understand that. I do not see myself as an expert on crystals. Hey, oh, Lucinda, I need to get with you later. I want to propose something to you. So think about. I'll send you a private message. Oh, Kirsten, yeah, me too. I am so excited, guys. about this. This is not, this is a labor of love, right? So I know that you take time to do this. The same for me. Um, and I want to say that this, I'm not selling crystals. This is not about selling crystals. It's about the collaboration of the enjoyment of crystals. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, hon? Um, so, and I'll say this, that I truly believe that there's three approaches to crystals. There's a scientific, which this is not what this tonight's about. There is the aesthetic, which, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you all love the way that crystals look. But it's the metaphysical, the energetic approach. And so this is what tonight's about. Hey, Carrie. I actually, I don't know if you can see, my altar is right there, and my gift to you is on that altar. So it's being blessed right now. Um, so hey, Kimberly. So I wanted to take the time to, and the platform, we have the platform, and I thought this is beautiful. I have the opportunity to bring everyone together, and everyone that's on this live tonight has the same mindset and the same approach and the same mentality about crystals. And so I thought, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for us to just come together and talk about crystals. And I hope that at some point I can figure out a way to bring you on live, and that would be amazing for me. But the crystal of the hour is fluorite, and I have to tell you that I've not really been a big fan of fluorite. I mean, you've seen the crystals I have in my personal collection. You see what we offer to you. Fluorite's not ever been high up there for me. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Hey, Cheryl, how you feeling, hon? I'm glad you were able to make it. But I would say within the last few weeks, I've been drawn to fluorite, and I can't explain it. Oh yeah, Elise. No, hon, I am just so psyched to be able to do this. And psyched is an old phrase, right? And I'm telling my age there. As if you couldn't tell. But yeah, this is really something I enjoy, because I hear so many individuals, Elise, that they're so uncertain about crystals. And you go to so many crystal Facebook pages, and they say, I need this for that, and I want this for this, and hey, I've got this crystal. What does it do for me? And I just feel so badly for them, because I truly believe that hey, Diana, y'all, this is a really good friend of mine, Diana. She is awesome. She does readings. She does her readings in a teepee, which is extremely unique. And she wraps crystals with love too. So if you need something that is wrapped, Diana is the one. And I'll if we have time, I'll show you the hag stone that she wrapped for me. Yeah. So Lisa, I'll have to concur with you. So I've been struggling just recently, appreciating or recognizing that I can manifest certain things in my life, right? So I have doubts, and I don't know if y'all are like that, like with me. I doubt my abilities. I doubt my the 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 path that I'm on. I second guess myself. Right. So fluorite is what's really been giving me the courage to say it's okay to dream. It's okay to wish. And wishing, and with that little child's mentality and outlook. You do too, Nikki. Yeah, I do all the time. So, and I think that's why I've been drawn to fluorite just recently. It's been telling me, you can wish. You can. The bigger the dream, the better. Yeah. Yeah. So Elise, absolutely, absolutely, Elise. So I want to make mention of what Elise is saying here. So Everyone goes to the web. I'm that type of person. If I say, okay, I need a crystal for anxiety, I'm on the web. I'm pulling. I've got books. I've got a whole. My office is just full of books. Um, I probably have 2 shelves just of crystal books. And you go through there, and then they're the experts. And I'm putting that in quotes, and I'm not discounting that. These people are amazing. They've got so much knowledge, so much clarity, so much experience. But their experience is with individual crystals that you will never touch. You'll never touch their crystals. You're touching your crystals, and just like and I've said this in the last show, and I'll say this in every show because I want to make sure I impart this because I'm a true believer in this. Every crystal, just like every human, has a unique quality about them. So when you are picking up your crystal, and I selected a few crystals of my own. So this is my crystal. This is my fluorite. But this is a crystal we have in our stock. This is not my crystal. But this crystal is mine. And so this crystal, yeah, I think it has all of the innate abilities of a fluorite. Like what was mentioned earlier is mental clarity. Elise said mental clarity. And I truly believe that. I also get from fluorite, the ability to be buoyant and to go with the flow, right? So it's the meaning of a fluorite is flow, right? So that makes perfect sense. But there's so much, this crystal, this fluorite, and this fluorite could probably have the same base properties, but this one might do something for me that this one won't, right? Because they're different, just like humans are different. So why would I box in this fluorite to say you can only do this because this only does that? It doesn't make sense to me. It's not rational to me because they're energetic beings. Yes. Do they have life? I think they do. The people that pick up a crystal, you can feel the energy in a lot of stones. Some stones I don't. So because you don't connect with it, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It's just because there's not that connection there. But I honestly think that you build a relationship. Yeah, Lisa, you build a relationship with your crystals, and some of them will just sit on your desk and look pretty. There's some people that just sit on the desk and look pretty. There's not a thought in their head. You know the people that are like that, right? We've all met people like that. They just look pretty. They don't have any intelligence. Yeah, they operate, of course, but they're just like, duh. That's the crystal that you have on your desk that doesn't have a purpose or a function. It doesn't go beyond the package. But then there's some crystals that you pick up and you just know, oh my gosh, you've got a connection with it. And that's what I wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity here as a group to go beyond what is the normal expectation of a fluorite. Ellen Cody, how you doing, hon? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I love that. So what I thought I would do is take, one crystal a week, and just as a way, as a teaser, I'm going to call it that, a way to introduce the topic of your experiences. So if you have a fluorite in your collection, and if you've done any work with fluorite, or if you felt drawn to a fluorite, I would love to hear your experiences. If this is not the Tina hour, it can't be that because I'm not the expert on this. So I'm really hoping that you can, oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you for sticking with me too, hon. That was an ordeal. I did a reading right before the show, Angel, and I had two cards that came up with the swords, and they're it was the 4 and the 5 of swords. So you can imagine how I felt. Okay, so Linda's saying she had a fluorite bracelet that she wears every time she went out, and then it suddenly disappeared one day. Yeah, so I Okay, so we talked about this last time, and I think we can probably talk about this each time we have a conversation about crystals. I do believe that crystals will use you as a mule. You're just a transportation uh, item. You know, they don't see you as a being. You're just from point A to point B. You're just their way of getting beyond that. So they will convince you to buy them. They will show all their shiny bits. They'll entice you. They'll flash at you. You purchase them, and the next thing you know, it's gone. Or it's not only just taken off, but it's convinced you to give it to someone else. You're like, what? I just paid $10 for you, and then all of a sudden you want me to give you to that person? And if you are of the spirit of giving, and you recognize that you should be that person, that you will willingly give it to them. Confused, yeah, absolutely. You'll be confused, and you'll be like, no, I like you. And they're like, no, I'm not for you. I'm for that person. And so you give it up, and you felt kind of used, but you're now like, okay, you're just that part of the universe, that you just made that crystal get from point A to B, and that is your purpose. And so, Linda, you were used. Absolutely, I think you were used, but I think you came at a point in someone's life that they needed that crystal, and you gave it life. Hey, Heidi, how are you doing? Lisa is a facilitator. I like that. It's better than being a user, right? I know that. I love that, facilitator. Lisa, I love that. Yeah, I'm going to have to use that. Absolutely. Boyd. Okay, so May 5th, 2018 was my last cigarette, my very last cigarette. Now, don't get me wrong. I look at people that are smoking, I'm like, they're smoking. I have that thought, maybe I would like a cigarette. I'm going to tell you that it's the dendritic agate. Dendritic agate was mine. Yeah. No, I did it with conjunction of black pepper essential oil. That black pepper essential oil will actually replace that high that you get from smoking. But yeah, those are the two that my combination. But but Boyd, that was my experience, hon. You have to you have to go beyond what the norm is, especially in something as critical as this. So this is a life change. This is a life, you're changing your life for the better. You really are. And I know it sounds trite, and yeah, society says that smokers are, not the ones that you're the shameful ones. Just go over there. We don't want to smell you. We want to see you. Um, and I would love to be a smoker again. I'm going to tell you this, Boyd. Um, if if I'm on a deathbed and I am conscious, I'm asking my family, I want a case of wine, the best dark chocolate they can afford, and a carton of cigarettes. And I'm gonna have at it on my deathbed, right? That's what I want. But going back to your issue, if you have crystals in your possession, you really need to see if any of them are willing to step up and help you with this. I can tell you, boy, that you probably already have something like that in your possession. You just need to do some deep contemplation. You need to sit with them and say, you know, they're friends. They really are friends. They're waiting for a task. They're like a guard dogs, and I always equate our crystals with dogs. They need to be useful. So Boyd, I would invite and challenge you to look around your home and look at the crystals and say, hey, is anyone out there willing to help me with this? And you will be drawn to that crystal. And that crystal, you need to sit with it, and you make commitment with each other. Build a relationship with that crystal, and it will have your back. It will step in when you want that urge, right? When you can't get beyond it. If you're holding it in your hand, help me, it's going to step in for you. And so I don't think you need to go searching outside of what you already have, Boyd. I think you already have it in your home. Yeah, I really do. I would just offer that up and try it. And if not, then we can look outside of that. But I really don't think you need to look further than what you already have in your house. Um, Kirsten, you have a fluorite slab. So I just wanted to go beyond that. So Linda, yeah, I know it's several years. So it no longer it no longer needed to serve you. Yeah, that's exactly right, Linda. I think that that's the case. Man, you know what, Kirsten? So this is the piece that I have that really brought me to love fluorite just a little bit more. But I wanted to show you. I have some little pieces here in my own collection. They're really tiny pieces. Um, I like the tiny misfits, but I'll have to try that because I've actually been struggling with some restless sleep. Yeah. So Diana, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the deep colored green one. So Wendell actually gave me this one, Angel, to show. I don't know if y'all can see it really well, but this is the deep green one. Yeah, this is yeah. So green to me, green and blue is extremely healing. So the green to me evokes the Mother Earth, and then blue, of course, is for Father Sky. But the Earth to me, I'm Capricorn, so it all ties together. Makes perfect sense to me, Angel. Oh yeah, Elise. So Elise is a facilitator. You'll. I'm going to say that just funny. I love that term. But yeah, so Elise, you're a bridge. You actually are a bridge. I think that you are one that people connect with. So it's like when I was growing up, we had those not Legos, but we had the it was a connector set. So you would bridge together. So that's what Elise is. She's a connector. Yeah, I think you should, Boyd. Have faith in what you already have. You purchased those crystals for a reason, and they're just probably just languishing, waiting for the opportunity to do service for you. Hey Tracy, how you doing, hon? Wine and dark chocolate. I know, Linda, and a cigarette. I know, it's shameful, but I'm going to tell you. Um, yeah, it'll be May 5th, 2018 was my last cigarette. Okay. So Heidi is saying they stay with us and share that beautiful and truth. Rock and love is ready to assist someone else. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and I know that I actually have a friend that we actually buy crystals from, and he's scientific. I mean, he's just cut and dry, and he calls us the Healy Feelies. That's what in the scientific world we're the Healy Feelies, right? I don't know if you heard that before. Um, and to him it's like an insult, but to me it's like, oh yeah, I'm a Healy Feely. But they do have energy. So Wendell and I went to Arkansas 4 years ago, and there's a miner there, and he mines Arkansas clear quartz. And he told us a story that when he pulled out a clear quartz crystal, the other crystals around it started to spark. They started to come alive, and he looked at it as like this energy. And I thought they were crying, they were weeping because their their friend, their family member was being taken out. So they have energy. I really, no one can convince me otherwise. Ah, yeah, Nikki, I'm telling you, hon. Okay? So smoking, Nikki, it's a horrible, horrible addiction. It's and I've had several addictions in my life, and will probably have more to come. Um, Smoking is tough. Oh my gosh. I would I would love to light up a cigarette right now, but I know I can't. So you've got to be ready for it, Nikki. Otherwise, don't waste your time. Don't waste anyone else's time. You have to be ready, Nikki. Otherwise, it's just a wasted effort. Yeah, you just have to make sure it gives up. No, Sarah, I think that they're different. Yeah, absolutely. So I truly believe in correspondences, and that's I'm going to go back to my witchy ways. Um, so correspondences are like facilitates like. So, like when you think of the color yellow, for example, what does that make you? What does that make you feel? What do you think of when you see the color yellow? So yellow is like sunshiny, bright. It's like exuberant. It's like makes you feel good, right? So yellow is a correspondence, and so whenever you have a yellow fluorite, that in itself means sunshine. It means it's elevating you. So purple is like the color of royalty. Years ago, the only people that could afford purple clothing was royalty. So, I mean, it's a very expensive dye. So royalty elevates you. So it takes you a step beyond where you're at. So the different colors of fluorite to me are the same way. The green of fluorite. Green, I always think of earthiness, the color of grass, the color of the trees, that's springtime. So you always have to think about how the correspondence of colors and how it equates to how you feel and what your memories are. But once again, don't box the colors in. Try and keep them to where you have a standard, a base, and then move beyond that. Hey, Marianne. Oh, Marion's about to get married, guys. Congratulate Marion. She's doing all the the work that's involved into this the miracle of being married to her soulmate. Congratulations, Marion. Yep. So Tracy, yep, on my deathbed, my end, yeah, 8 inches. Oh my gosh, Marion or Ellen. Okay, 8 inches. That's about that tall, right? Oh my gosh. Ah, I would love that. I don't have any large specimens. Well, okay, I take it back. I have one larger specimen in the living room, but from my personal, that's mine and Wendell's. We share that from my personal. I really I like the little guys. I mean, I love the underdogs. Oh, Heidi, I know. Yeah, absolutely. I love hounding too. I just don't get the opportunity. Good job. Yeah, Angel. I actually asked Wendell to give us some examples of yellow fluorite, and we don't have any, right? So it's a very, very appealing fluorite. Yellow fluorite is, I don't know that it's rare. I don't stay with the scientific community on how crystals have the rarity. I know that right now it's moldavites, like out of this world. But from a fluorite perspective, I'm not really sure. Okay, so yeah, so Linda, I personally think that there are some crystals that appeal to you that wouldn't your husband, and and I really think that there are some crystals that will camouflage themselves and they don't show their beauty and brightness until the right person comes along. So when Wendell sets the table for our crystal shows, I will go in there, 20, 15 minutes before the show and just look at the layout. And there's some crystals that are camouflaged, I'm telling you, until Linda Williams comes across and says, oh, I want to see A30. And I'm thinking, I'm like, where have you been? You've been hiding from me. And they're like, I'm not for you. I'm for Linda Williams. And so, I truly appreciate what you're saying because I don't, I truly don't think it's something you're making up. I really think there's connection. Yeah, yellow, bright, and happy. Yeah, so Marion, I think so. So the solar plexus, yeah, so yellow. So the correspondences, guys, I really think there's certain colors that we have to make sure that we pay attention to. So once again, don't box your crystal into what the society says it should be. Let it explore, let it go beyond what norm is. And then that is something that you certainly are entitled to. You deserve the opportunity to challenge your crystal. Yeah, so there you go. Y'all are so cool. Yeah, absolutely, Marion. I know I've been married twice to the same guy. So Wendell and I actually we're planning a wedding in May 1. Yeah, so we're going to get married on Beltane. And I've not told anyone that outside of my family. So you are the first ones to know that Wendell and I are getting married May 1. Yeah, so, oh, so Tracy quit in 2003. Ugh, wow, man. Ugh. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I quit before this last time. It's tough. It is so tough. So anyone, so for non-smokers, someone that's never smoked before, you need to make sure you give sympathy to those that are quitting. And they don't quit today and they start smoking again. Just know, guys, this is tough. Nicotine is a harder addiction to quit than heroin. And heroin, just think about heroin, right? Nicotine is legal, heroin's not. So how is it that nicotine is harder to quit than heroin? Just think about that. So really be sympathetic for those of us that have that are smokers. Hey, Tamika. Deanna, how are you doing? I'm so proud of you. Girl, you are just staying on that health. I'm not going to call it a health kick. You are just really paying homage to your physical being, and I really appreciate that. Clear and pale pinks. Yeah, I actually on our table we have a really light blue, and it actually I was concerned because it looks more like what is it? Celestite. Yeah. Thank you, Heidi. Welcome, hon. I'm really so happy that you joined us tonight, and we're going to do another one next Tuesday. So we hope you have time next week. Oh, Alan has a chunk of yellow. I'm telling you. Yeah, I couldn't find any yellow for tonight's show. Ooh, the rainbow. Yeah, so Wendell pulled out this one from our table just so that I could have a piece of watermelon to show. Yeah, so the bandings are amazing. Okay, so Angel, you have a golden healer heart. Yeah. Oh, how is that working, Angel? Are you seeing a shift? Are you seeing a shift at all? Yeah, so Angel has a golden healer heart. You know, I really, guys, I know that we all need help. You know, we can't do this alone. Whether it's in a human, we get help from a human, or help from a crystal. As long as there's no harm or negative intentions, I'm all for it. So do what you can to make sure that you get the help that you need. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance, for one. And we all struggle. I mean, we all struggle. I don't know if anyone, not one person has ever suffered from depression. I don't know any one person that's never suffered from addictions. And addictions don't always have to be illegal, right? We all have the legal addictions, the cigarettes, the alcohol and such. Buying, that's an addiction. Gambling is an addiction. So it feeds a need. So like Angel saying, so she's doing major healing. So think about that, guys. So if you need to do some major healing, connect with your crystals, connect with the person, make sure you're not doing this alone, and try and do the best for yourself. Yeah, thank you, Angel. I really appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Nikki, I know. Yellow. I've never seen yellow crystal, yellow fluorite on its own, but we've had some yellow fluorite towers. Yeah, they are just so amazing. And I'm not a yellow fan. I look back in my closet and I don't even know that I have any yellow clothing. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. But yellow, the sunny yellow, I actually, my kitchen's painted like a sunny yellow. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Ah, you're kidding me. Marion, I didn't know that. I did not know that you're, oh, okay. I'm not going to take the limelight for Marion. Our wedding day is going to be very subdued. Marion, I am so blessed. Oh my gosh, Marion's getting married on Beltane. Wow. They say that, okay, I'm beyond the procreation stage. They say that more babies are conceived on Beltane. Be thoughtful of that, Marion. Oh, Tamika quit 2 months ago. Yeah, 5 a day, Boyd. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's tough. I've smoked cigars before. Um, it takes work to smoke a cigar, Boyd. It really does. Yeah, hun, you're gonna have to be in the right space. You can't do it for anyone. You're gonna have to do it for yourself. Yeah, and Boyd, don't beat yourself up about this. Don't. I mean, it doesn't serve any purpose. It really doesn't. Um, you will know when it's right. And your I call it my monkey brain. My monkey brain, the brain that just never stops thinking, will try and convince you that this is not the day. And you're going to have to battle that monkey brain, Boyd. And whichever one is stronger at the moment is the one that's going to overcome the other. The Boyd that's inside of there is going to know when it's the right time. Right. And like I said, you can't do it for anyone but you. And Tracy's right. Oh, wow. Good job, Tamika. Your Moldavite. Moldavite has gone off the charts tonight, this week, guys. I'm sure that you have been on Facebook just like I have. Everyone's asking about Moldavite. We have two small pieces. They're like this size. I'm gonna, yeah. I can't say that they're high quality. They're pretty dense. Um, But what is being shown on the Facebook now, it's just off the chart. There are so many people selling it, asking about it. I don't know who started the craze, but it's just gone beyond um, what I've seen before in the past. Oh, Angel, I know I'm the hardest on myself too. I think we all are. I think we all are. Why are we so critical? Why is that? Is it almost like we're critical of ourselves before somebody else is critical of us? So, and if we're critical of ourselves and somebody else criticizes us, we're kind of like meeting in the middle and we're not so offended and then it's not so hurtful. I don't know, but I'm not a psychologist, but yeah, Angel, I don't show compassion for myself too. And Wendell, I am so blessed to have him in my life. I mean, he's just done so many wonderful things for me. And he really helps me take my anxiety about not being perfect down a level because we're not. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to struggle. I mean, as long as you have a kind heart, and Angel, I know you do. You're continually posting. Hey guys, I just want to make sure that you understand. Angel is a reader, and she's extremely connected. So if any of you need divination, I would offer Angel as an opportunity for you to connect. She is extremely connected to Source, and she has such a kind spirit. So, Angel, I, I, I don't, I can't fathom why you wouldn't find compassion in yourself because you're such a kind soul, right? You're not vindictive. So I mean, I'm not doubting that you do, and I appreciate the fact that you go through that process to improve yourself. But Angel, you're already elevated way beyond most humans on this plane. I know, Tamika. Okay, so I will drive by somebody and see somebody smoking a cigarette, and I'll tell Wendell they're smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, they're smoking a cigarette, and I don't do anymore. I'm like, okay, I don't want that urge, but I'm like, okay, they're smoking a cigarette. I could be smoking that cigarette, So it's like I put myself in their place, but I'm not envious of it anymore. I'm not, but I can tell you, Tamika, on my deathbed, I want a carton of cigarettes. What do I have to lose? Oh, Marion, that's so cool. I know, Diana. So Diana, all right. So Diana and Angel, you are like spirits there. Tamika, I've not had any. I really need to look for that. I do. I have not had any. I'm gonna I'm gonna write a note of that. Hold on, guys. Write that down. I've got a list of crystals I'm looking for. So that will be another one. You got this, Boyd. You really do. And Boyd, don't feel disappointed if this is not the day. Just know that, I can't tell you how many times I quit. And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just the day that you quit is the day that you remember. Ah, yeah, absolutely. I love that. So Tracy, how you connected to fluorite was through your granddaughter. I have a granddaughter that I adore. She's just amazing. She's got such spirit, and she's so kind and generous and creative. And the fact that you connected with fluorite through your granddaughter, and the connection was rainbows, right? Absolutely. They're so healing. They are so healing. Oh, yeah. So Ellen has moldavite. I have one piece of moldavite, and I may have mentioned this before. If I have, forgive me for repeating the story. I actually bought the moldavite from a good friend of ours that makes he makes jewelry. So the connection and with Wayne is quite intense. But also, the necklace has moldavite, Herkimer diamond, and then meteorite. I'm telling you, it's just so intense. I have to be very, very careful with it, and it makes me. I'm going to say aggressive, and not in a in your face way, but stand my ground way, which is not me normally. So I wear this necklace when I'm in crowds of unknown personalities, and I'm going to tell you, it does its job. They all stand guard. They've got a barrier for me. Oh, Tamika, guys. Oh, Tamika, it's not in here. Oh, Tamika. Oh my gosh, she sent me an amazing gift. So howlite is something that Tamika sent me, and one of the first howlites that I ever worked with was for my third eye, and Tamika intuitively realized that I needed to start working my third eye again. So she sent me some prayer beads and a bracelet of howlite, and not only that, a hand crocheted. It's on my. So I have a chair, and it's right there by my chair. She said she made a hand crocheted pouch for them to sit in. Oh my gosh, Tamika, she is so amazing. I can't say the blessings that she sent my way with that. It was just so thankful. I'm so thankful, Tamika. Thank you. Yes, Marion. Actually, it's 8:14, so we're actually way beyond where we should be. But I came in 30 minutes late. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, Angel. You're, you know, I really think we're brought together for a reason. I can sense that, and I can see it. Um, and there's certain individuals that come together, and I'm going to say that I'm an anomaly in the people that I am come in contact with. I'm not normal, and I really like being Abby normal, but knowing that there are others out there like me. of like minds and like spirits. It really, really satisfies that urge or that doubt. I guess you could say that there's something missing. So Angel, I know that there are people like you out there that are doing such great things with others, and you're connecting, and you're really doing your very best to improve others' lives. So I really I give thanks for the people that are like you out there. Good night, guys. Oh, Ellen. Man, you wear your moldavite 24/7. Wow. Yeah, we're not alone, Angel. Not at all. Ellen, how? So, Ellen, can I ask, what what do you feel when you're wearing that moldavite? How does it make you feel when you take it off, or do you take it off at all? Is Can you tell the change? Yeah, the saffordite. I know Wendell's wrote that down for me too. Ah, thank you, Kirsten. Yeah. Well, Kirsten, I've met Kirsten in person once. I can still see your face, Kirsten. So Kirsten is she's, she's amazing. Um, so anyone that works with animals, and that's what Kirsten does, um, you you are intuitive beyond the verbal communication, right? I mean, anyone that can work with a dog and get it to sit, and she's just amazing. So she's an empath. You never take it off, Ellen. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I find mine just so when I put that necklace on, I'm not going to battle. I mean, it's not just like aggression, but it's just like, okay, nothing's gonna get me. Aw, that is so cool. Ah, it's Tracy. Okay, so then I'm gonna the next time I send a box your way, I'm gonna send some little bits and pieces for your granddaughters. I need to write that down. Oh, here we go. Let me write this down here. I love the fact that we have and that you are grooming the next generation. It's going to be so important, guys, that we have a legacy of people like us. We cannot extinguish our light. We have to make sure that the torch is carried beyond us. So, Tracy, I really appreciate the fact that you are instilling in your granddaughters the love and the joy of crystals. Yeah, it's really important. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, we'll be shutting down in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Blessings, hon. Thank you for your contribution. It was really important that you have a voice and share with us your experiences. So, granddaughters. Tracy, how old are your granddaughters? I want to make sure that I select something for their age. Yes, Angel. We have to set forth intentions for the future. Guys, we're not going to last forever, and we have to make sure that we continue that. Oh, that is so cool, Tamika. Thank you. Yeah, I love the little ones. They just um, that's our future. We have to make sure that we're grooming them and setting them in a safe place. It I mean, it's just going to be so important. I mean, when we are in dust, we are no longer of this form, we have to make sure that they continue this. That we just have to. Um, oh, hey, Vicky. Yes, we will be live on Friday and Sunday. Yep. I troll your post every now and then, hun. I hope you realize that. Um, I'm sure there's a lot of people that do that, but you're so funny. I love your sense of humor. But yeah, our lives are Friday and Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you. Wendell posted a video last night, I think, of the table, so you can preview it if you like. I don't have any Larimar. None. None. I need to really, guys, isn't it funny? I mean, out of all the crystals, I mean, I don't know how many there are in this world, maybe 5,000, maybe more. They're probably finding more every day that we talk about. I mean, and Wendell and I were talking about that today in our commercial side, we probably have, I don't know, 5,000 crystals. So, but personally, I don't have that many, and I don't know that I would ever want that many. But I don't have any Larimar. Why don't I have Larimar? It's not that I don't come across it. It's not that I can't afford it. But why isn't Larimar connected to me? Why am I not connected to Larimar? I'm not doubting. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with me, but I'm just saying that it's just, to me, it's so fascinating that you have Larimar, but I don't, and I don't know. I really think that there's something to say about that, and I can't tell you what it would be, but I'm just fascinated by the fact that I love. I think Larimar's gorgeous. Oh, they're 4 and 5. Oh, that's so sweet, Tracy. Okay, so 4 and 5. Then I probably don't need anything really small or jagged, right? Okay, or fragile. Okay, all right. I got it. I got it. So yep. So a 4 and a 5-year-old. Okay. So, hun, just expect a little gift from me, just as a way to encourage them. I'm going to call it bribery. I don't care. I'm going to tell you it's bribery. I just want to make sure that we continue this and that they are entranced and enamored by it, and they continue the legacy going forward. Okay, Tamika. Good night, hun. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so Ellen, that's exactly. Um, I from what I've heard, Vicky, and I don't know this to be sure, that it's from the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Um, I'm not a geologist, so they're probably out there otherwise, but definitely, and that's the thing. It's really hard to know the real things from the faked. Moldavite is one of those, and so the Moldavite I have. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, she's 3. Oh my gosh, Tamika. Okay, so I have to send her something too. All right, so Tamika has a 3-year-old niece. Guys, y'all are gonna make my heart melt here. Um, I mean, I'm telling you, my granddaughter comes over and it's just like, and she's, how old is she now? She's 13. So I mean, she just helps herself, and I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever you want, because I just know that it is so important to make sure that they are connected. So yeah. Okay, so Tamika, I will put something in for your 3-year-old. Yeah, she needs something. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I have something. I've got something just in mind. It just came to me. All right, and so for Tracy too. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm excited here. Yeah. Okay, guys, I got it. All right. So yeah, they have gifts for me and Wendell. Um. Oh, really? The Caribbean. Yeah. Like I said, I have that friend that he's actually a coworker from the Dominican Republic. He didn't even know what Larimar was. I was like, you need to be thrown out of the country and your passport revoked. If you don't even know what Larimar is and you are from there. Yeah, mine, the setting that the pendant's in, you can hold it up to the light and you can see it's opaque. But yeah, you're right. It's not an attractive stone, per se. It doesn't have doesn't have any sheen to it or any brilliance normally. But the pieces we have in our commerce side, they're small. I mean, they're not even at the tip of this little crystal here, um, and they're not. When you hold them to light, they're still really dense. Oh yeah, Tracy, I'm telling you, that's my. I come from a very frugal family. I'm going to say that. I mean, we didn't have much growing up, so I love. I mean, I truly do. And Wendell's like five and dime. I'm like, yeah, but what? That's it. I mean, five and dime. How can we not offer five and dime? So I get really excited about the inexpensive pieces, and I love sales. I absolutely love sales. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if I love them, y'all are going to love them. And so if I love them, I'll give back to you loving them. So to me, it's a no brainer. I'm glad you like them, Tracy. I really do. Um, I'm glad they're appreciated, and I'm glad that they do the purpose and the intention. Because I really think that there's so many crystals out there that deserve a home, and they probably wouldn't get there because they're not. And I'm not saying that some sellers wouldn't think that they're worth even their time, but to me, I mean, that's where, like this little guy, I mean, he's not much of anything really, and he probably, I mean, $5 is probably stretching it, the cost. Um, but there's a lot of little guys like that would just slip through the cracks if we didn't offer them. And I'm thinking he has value just as much as the larger pieces. So, yep. Oh, root palm. I've seen some. Yeah, they're just amazing. Absolutely. Tracy's the baby of 10 kids. I am the third oldest of 9. Yeah, Tamika grew up in the projects. I'm going to tell you guys that um, you always look at the five and dime. I am so happy about that, guys. I'm so happy that you're seeing value in that, and I really believe in it. I am. Oh, yay! Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, I actually consciously purchase items that will be on the $5 and $10 tables. So it's not just okay. They're small and not loved, and I'll sell them for $5 or $10. I'm consciously purchasing 4, $5, and $10 items just for that reason. So I'm really happy that y'all are seeing worth in that. So that's good. That just reaffirms the fact that I'll continue. Yeah, because I mean, we're always selling them, so I know that they're doing their job. So I know that the crystals are giving a second life, and I know that they're doing something for you. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I mean, I would feel so out of place with a perfect something. I mean, what do you do with a perfect something? You just set it on a shelf and just don't touch it. And I just, I personally can't see the connection there. Yeah. There's so Tamika, there's a crystal shop in Livingston, Texas that they sell. They have a whole uh, house, I guess, a little building, if you will, of just root palm. Amazing. You walk into it and you start whispering, just like it's just beautiful, beautiful. Wendell and I, we haven't been there last year, well, with the COVID and all, but it's they set up the shop and they actually started with petrified wood. Livingston, Texas has a lot of petrified wood, and they started building these small outbuildings. So I think they have like 10. So each one of the small outbuildings are with a different theme. So there's that one outbuilding, and then just all it has is root palm, and that's the personal collection. They're not for sale. So you go in there, and it's like a museum. It's just beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, Diana. Oh, Marian, that's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to show you, before I shut down, I'm going to show you something, guys. So, Diana, here is my present from my hagstone. So this is not what I would consider to be a crystal. It is a from the earth, right? But this is a hagstone that Diana wrapped for me. Diana, I still keep it in the box that you gifted me with, and this I use it as a pendulum. I don't wear it. I use this for divination. I don't know if that's what the intention was, but that's what it said it was good for me. So this is my, I have several pendulums, and my hagstone is one that I use for really difficult questions. So thank you, hon. So, guys, it's 8:30, and I know that I was late. I was so late. Oh my gosh, we are late, and we're gonna overcome that technical problem. I know we are. Ugh. Girl, you are so in my head right now. Yeah, I see people that have like labradorite countertops, and I just drool. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love something like that. Man. And then, like the sinks, I've seen rose quartz sinks. I mean, I wouldn't want to put water in it. But the petrified wood, man, I know, Diana. It was just so cool. I mean, and I asked you for the third thing you found, and that was the third thing. So that to me is just so amazing. Yeah, that's something that it's special. And I, I put it to sleep, right? So it is, I only bring this guy out when I need the big guns, right? Only when it's the big guns need to come out. And Diana is in North Texas, and you ever guys, she does distance readings too. So if you ever, an amethyst bathroom, I know, Marion, I wouldn't want to pee in the toilet. It would just be like, yeah. An amethyst tub, I know, oh my God. Guys, if I ever had that much money, I don't know. I would love to have it, don't get me wrong. But then I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it. It would be like a shrine. It'd be like nobody can use the guest bath. It has an amethyst tub. I would be like that. I would be like, okay, you can't use it because it's just like a piece of beauty. Oh, she's in, Diana is in Anna. Really? Linda, you need to think about, I've not found, oh, okay, I'm gonna show you this. I know I'm getting kind of late, guys, so bear with me. All right, so these are two pieces that I found in the Middle East. So I was, I don't know if you can see that, but that is definitely a phallic symbol, right? It looks like male parts. And then here is my feminine piece. So I found these two on the beach in the Middle East, and it was just I was doing a ritual, and these actually were washed up on shore, and I was just okay. Yep, that's definitely a sign. Oh, Massachusetts, Boston? Are you kidding me? Salem, Tamika, you got it. You are living where it began. Oh, Oregon. Marianne, I'm so jealous. I've never been there. Okay. So Blake, thank you, Blake. If Boyd, you're still on. Yeah, 2012. Yeah, so you've been, oh my gosh. I'm proud of you, Blake. It's a stronghold, guys. So for those of you that never smoked and can't even fathom picking up a cigarette and putting it in your mouth and lighting it, and why would you? Because it tastes nasty, and I tell you it does. Um, you don't realize it after the addiction's caught hold of you. But for those of us that have struggled, like Blake, 2012, man, I am so proud of you. So proud. Keep it up, hun. I mean, and like I said, if you're like me on my deathbed, I'm going to have another carton just because I did enjoy it while it lasted. I can tell you that I did. I know Elise is from Cape Cod, and Elise, when you say going to the Cape, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you. I love your life. I love your life, Elise. Absolutely. Elise goes to Cape Cod, guys. Cape Cod. What? Marion, I didn't even know there was a Salem, Oregon. Uh, yeah, I know. They make you pay for it, don't they? That's just so, I don't understand that. Why? Quality of life, guys. I mean, it's, when it's beautiful, why does it cost so much? Ohio. Hey, I'm from Pennsylvania, Tracy, originally. We would go to Ohio all the time. It's a beautiful state. I love the Northeast. North Shore. Wow, guys, this is so cool. I know. And I'm still working on the ingredients for the water element, Elise. So when I do, I'm going to gift you with a sample of that. So I make my own anointing oils. So Elise inspired me to make the five elements, and the water was the first one. So I really need to. I've got most of the ingredients laid out, but I just need to finalize it. So, well, guys, we are well over an hour, and oh, oh my gosh, Marianne, I feel so stupid. Well, okay, I'm going to call myself ignorant. I don't mind being ignorant. Stupid, I'm not. Ignorant, okay, yeah. I just didn't know that. Or if I did, I forgot. Salem, Oregon. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Elise. I absolutely appreciate you joining us. Elise is a life coach, guys. So if you have a calling to be with some amazing women that are going through life day by day and challenges like we have, then and you need some encouragement and some direction, connect with Elise. She has a great following, and her approach to life is a no nonsense. She's not gonna let you slip. And if you commit with her, she's gonna commit to you. Thank you, Nikki. Blessings, hon. Thank you so much. We will see you next Tuesday. And guys, if anyone has a suggestion on the crystals we should talk about. So we have one highlighted crystal. I was thinking indigo gabbro, but if there's anyone out there that has any other suggestions, I'm definitely open to them. Indigo gabbro will be somewhere in the list. But if you have something, yeah. So Ellen, let me know. I'm thinking indigo gabbro, but if there's anything that compels you or anything that you think that needs some focus, I am open to suggestions. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Oh, I've heard about Eugene, Oregon. Yeah, I actually have. Hmm. Yeah, so I'm not that out of touch. So y'all just send me a private message about the stone you recommend, and certainly if we don't choose it next week, larvacite. Wow. Okay. Moldavite. Yeah, that would be nice. It's everybody's talking about moldavite. What's the big to do, right? We got to figure out what's with moldavite. Why is it so all of a sudden such a popular stone? Okay, so larvacite, moldavite. Let me write these down. Okay, and then that way we can get somebody. Now, if y'all have the stone, then that would be even better. Then that way you can give us your experiences with it. And of course, we're gonna take your suggestions and learn from them. But if we have a different experience, that's even better. Thank you, Blake. I appreciate it. And sounds, yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, and Blake, thank you for your encouragement for us smokers, ex-smokers. It's really important to know that we can go beyond it. Scolasite, I like that. Okay, yeah. So, man, y'all got some really good examples here. Good suggestions. I have, in my personal connection, I don't have any larvicite. I have multivite and scolasite. Both of them are amazing stones. So, okay. So, y'all, we have until next Tuesday. So I'd like to go ahead and post the video, the event probably, what is today? Thursday. So yeah, keep your suggestions coming. Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. And don't feel bad, hon. I mean, I'm telling you, don't feel like a failure. Don't feel like a failure. And that's where I felt. I felt ashamed. If I could beat my head on the wall for all the times I did not follow through with this stop smoking, I'd have a huge dent in my head. That's the worst thing you can do, Nikki, is go down the road of shame. Don't do that because you won't try again, right, honey? And it's all about trying. And then there's going to take that one day that you will succeed. Okay, so it looks like we've got a few people. Hey, honey. Ah, my God. This is my daughter, Micah Thompson, my pride and joy. Oh, honey, thank you for coming. Thank you. You're going to make me cry. This is when you know you've done good, guys. When you have an adult child and they're amazing. This is when you know you've done the right thing. And she is just, yeah. Micah, honey. Okay, I'm going to start crying. All right, so larvicite. So indigo gabbro, larvicite. So what I'm going to do is I'll go through the comments, and whichever one I see has the most comments, then that's one we'll do next week. But that doesn't mean that the others are losing, right? We'll just do them another. Oh, Micah. Oh, Marion stopped smoking. Yeah, 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 Tamika. I can't tell you how many times I stopped smoking. Absolutely, I can't. So my daughter, Micah, was raised with a smoker, and she never smoked, and I'm thankful for that. But it's there. We all have nasty habits, guys. We all have them. Some of them are socially acceptable, and some of them aren't. I mean, at one time, cigarettes were socially acceptable, and then they lost favor. Now, not to say that they weren't unhealthy at that time, that they were socially acceptable. But when it becomes socially unacceptable is when you feel belittled and you are an outcast. That's when, yeah, see, Blake? Yeah, absolutely. You can do it. You just have to find that moment when you say it's enough. And only you will know that. It can't be somebody telling you, right? You will know that moment. And then you just have to dig deep, because it's going to take a lot of perseverance. It's going to have to take a lot of strength. Yeah, but you can do it when you're ready. So you'll know that moment. So, guys, it is well beyond the time I was meant to keep you. Oh, yeah, Linda. And absolutely, Linda, I appreciate so much your input, hon. Your experiences with your crystals have been so enlightening. And that's what this platform was about. And once again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you're willing to offer up your experiences and know that you're in a space where you are comfortable and there's not any negative aspects to it. So you are totally at ease, and I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I do. And this is what I expected and appreciated and hoped for this this type of show. So thank you again. Yes, Tamika. And so we'll be back again on next Tuesday, same time, hopefully on time, right? Hopefully I'm gonna overcome this technological issue we've had. Yeah, Sarah, thank you, hon. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so if you can, just send me your suggestions on the crystals to talk about next week. Thank you, Diana. Blessings, hon. I hope to see you soon. I do. I need a Diana hug. Um, so I've got a few suggestions, and so I will go through the comments to see which one won for next week, and then we'll put that as the focus. And then if you have that in your collection, great. Take some time with it, get to know it if you haven't already, and see what it can do for you, and then just share your experiences with us. We would love to hear that. So good night, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Good night, y'all. Bye-bye.